Hello there, Mike and Lone.
Hello, hello.
What's up? It's your boy coming at you
It's
live.
Salt Cannon 5K of Salt Cannon 5K fame and also of Weird News fame.
Back in the day.
I know.
Oh, my icon's changed everything.
I know. Everything's
as has mine.
Discord.
As has mine this week.
Is yours made by Midjourney or did someone of your artist friends make it?
No, it was Midjourney.
It's hard to tell, and it's hard to tell now, isn't it?
It was Midjourney. We've all got icons of something to do with our Red Dead characters holding a cat.
Why a cat?
Because why not?
They're assholes,
Yeah, why
though.
not?
Ah, but
Yes,
just like
exactly.
the Wild West, I see.
Yeah,
Indeed.
exactly.
Hello, Ash. It is Wild News. But, as is tradition, is this CGI? Real or fake?
I don't know. It's kind of like small on my screen. Hang on a minute. Let's full screen this bad lad.
I'm gonna say this is-
I'm streaming just at launch. I'm streaming it in Discord for you, so you can see things live.
Well, it doesn't matter about it being live. It's the size of it.
Well, yeah, but it does for when we're watching a video.
Is this when size does in fact matter?
It does matter. Size does matter.
I'm gonna say this is real because that window, like that whole window thing to the left, I had one of those in my old bungalow. It was exactly
yes,
like
the window
that.
into the soul.
It's a window into the garage, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm genuinely gonna say this is real.
Okay. Okay, Lone,
Yes,
what do
look.
you think?
And this looks perfectly real to me.
Yeah, correct.
Looks like proper dystopian by today's standards.
It is very dystopian, I believe.
It's a luxury one-bedroom flat for half a
In
million.
London.
Yeah, exactly.
Weirdly
Oh.
enough, Mike, you've actually come across one of the stories we'll be covering.
You're welcome.
But the first story. Now, can you tell me, Mike, what an NPC is?
Yes, this is a non-playable character.
Okay.
I
Now,
think that's the acronym.
That is correct. Now, what is it on TikTok?
I don't know because I don't know what TikTok is because I am boom.
Well, would you like to see this level of cringe? Now, Lorne, you know what this is, and you know what's coming.
Oh yes, yeah. I did. I even guessed the correct video.
Oh yeah.
Ahead of time. So.
Oh yeah. So this is a new craze, Mike, called NPC streaming.
Okay.
Now, let's start with this beautiful.
Okay.
This is
Now-
like starting with the prime cut though. Surely you might
Okay.
do
We'll
that up.
start with this one then. Better.
Yeah. Go on then.
Okay. Now, what do you think this person here, on the right, is going to do?
I don't know.
Marshmallow. Crunchy corn, yum! Kitty paws. Pumpkin, yum!
Not spicy.
If you ever saw a human short circuit live on stream,
I want to bleach my eyeballs.
Oh, Mike, no. This gets so much more cringy. They're earning so much
I don't
fucking
get-
money
but-
by
but-
doing
but
this.
But that's not really them acting like an NPC.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
it kind
Honestly,
of is. It kind of is. I see
It's-
the meaning of it. No, because are we ready enough to explain what's actually happening here?
Go on then. Go ahead.
So basically, if you didn't catch the gist of that, basically that streamer is nothing what she's doing is of her own accord. It's literally her. She's got like a scripted reaction to these emojis that get put into the chat.
That
Right.
costs money, by the way.
But yes, so it's like these emojis are basically like bits in Twitch.
Right.
But the figures though, they're cheap as chips. Like I'm pretty sure like one emoji, like the cheapest value was like 1/4 of a cent or something.
But if
like
you
that.
see something like a galaxy pop up, that's 15 quid.
Yeah, so it's like so basically when she's chatting about like eating marshmallows, that's because somebody's basically like popped a marshmallow or paid for a marshmallow emoji to pop up in the stream. So it's I suppose the NPC comes around because they're basically just scripts, right? They're just reacting to the input.
Like the only NPC videos which were the best and really show my age and definitely our age is when people put the Oblivion music to like reacting to them walking like NPCs, or like people being just videos and putting the Oblivion music in the background. That's NPCs.
My favorite one is this guy's just like edited him like talk to himself, and like I don't know, he's talking to himself like pretending to be Oblivion NPCs, and then some guy pretending to be the main character where you can just see their fists like ready.
Yes.
Just punches one of them, and he just like does this amazing like cut to him just like falling over, just going oh. Then the other guy just turns around and just goes, "You've got the hands of a healer," and then just he gets socked in the face as well.
See, that is NPC. Now, Mike, this is a level of cringe unheard of in our generation.
Yeah, this one's a banger.
This is the creme de la creme of cringe, Mike. Are you ready for it?
No.
Perfect.
Good. Coconut so good. Coconut so good. Balloon. Grab. Coconut so good. Grab. Balloon.
But do you know what's even wilder?
Yeah?
Do you know what it's like she is popping individual
Pieces of
like,
kernels of corn
kernels.
in a hair straightener.
So this has been good. I'll see you next week.
Honestly, Mike, this level of cringe, it's hellish. It is truly hellish.
To be quite honest, it's
if
like,
you see, you love it.
No, of course not. I mean, but to be the devil's advocate, it's like, because I do get conscious of this, is the march of time continues, but I'm trying freaking desperately to not be like older generations who just dismiss anything anyone younger than them does.
I'll tell you right now, Lorne. My mum showed me a video of her friend. She was like, "Oh, so that's what my friend was doing on Facebook." And it's like this woman who is definitely a boomer going, "Oh, why I? I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
But it works though, right?
It does not.
Of course it does, because they're making money.
Right, now, you know what? Let's go to a different meme. Do you remember the blue and black or white and gold dress?
Yep.
Yep.
That was
I
a
know this
wild
story
time.
as well.
That was a wild time.
It was.
Yeah.
Like, what did
I know
you
the
see?
story.
I mean, we'll see the dress in a sec, but what did you see, if you remember?
I think I remember vaguely white and gold.
Really? I just can't see
see-
white and gold at all. I mean, it is
No.
blue and black as a dress.
Because here's the thing. I primarily see blue and black, but I also can picture the white and gold. So at some point
I
I've
can't.
seen the white and gold, which made me like distrust the whole phenomenon. Like I was just convinced for a while that there was two separate images
But
circulating.
someone had just negatived one.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
would make sense.
Because I definitely remember seeing both. I have seen both, but on the regular, if you I don't know, I presume you're going to open an article.
Yeah,
If you
well,
do, I'm probably going to say blue and black.
blue and black is the correct color, by the way. That is what the actual dress is. I could only ever see blue and black. I don't understand how people are seeing white and gold. But anyway, what do you think that man is up to now? Who brought you that dress?
He's been arrested for attempted murder of his wife.
Yes, he is. The man behind the viral blue-black dress is charged with trying to kill his wife.
Yep. But no, you see, this is slightly misleading. So it says man behind the dress.
Yes.
He's not.
He's not.
Basically,
He's not.
the
He's
person-
not. He's
the
just.
person who really had the dress was just going to their wedding.
How is that not
So-
white and gold?
Really?
No,
you
that's-
honestly see white
I
and
do
gold?
honestly see white and gold there.
Yes.
No,
Mike, just so you know, the
gaslighting me.
dress is black and blue.
It's black and blue.
I can't see gold at all.
But the thing is, though, it's crazy as it sounds. I've definitely seen the image of it being white and gold.
What's
But I've
weird
seen
about
it
what's
blue.
weird about
This one.
what is weird about this dress, okay, is like those people who can see white and gold see it so fucking clearly. I have
Yes.
no idea how it works. I only see what the dress is like.
Yeah, this is black
It's-
and blue.
Yeah, it's black and blue, Mike.
No.
I honestly, I truly wish,
I just-
Mike, I truly wish I could see what you see.
Apparently, Ash says they can see white and gold as well.
I honestly, I truly wish I could see what you see, but it's not. And I know fine well for a fact it's not. So I don't think my brain can logically go into that mind space at all.
I just don't know what to do.
Well-
in other news, in this actual news, rather than the frickin' dress, I'm just trying to read like exactly how he tried to commit murder. So he allegedly tried to get into a vehicle she was in and hit her through an open window, as well as another alleged instance where Kier put his wife in a headlock and dragged her out of a pub after she refused to leave with him. This guy just sounds like a bit on
Piece of
hinge,
shit.
to be honest.
Yep. Banter, I guess. Now, Lorne, if you ordered a laptop on Amazon, what do you expect to receive when it comes in the post?
Well, a laptop, I would hope.
What would you
How about-
expect to receive, Mike?
Well, I know what this is, so I would expect to see a laptop.
Is it going to be one of those like old eBay scams where somebody just sends you a picture of it printed on A4?
No,
no,
that
it's
is a good
worse.
one. It's much worse.
Okay, go on then.
Much worse, but better for your health, because it is Weetabix.
Oh well, somebody in the delivery, like that's
Yes.
probably an employee who's done that. Like, well, I don't know. That might be quite presumptuous, but
I
is it
mean-
being confirmed? Is that like the actual seller, or is that
Yeah, I mean, they
the
just
delivery?
opened the package and it was Weetabix.
No, I know, but it's like, because the thing is though, to be a seller on Amazon, I presume you need some kind of like verified credentials or whatever, so it would be a bit risky to do this. But this,
Well, he'd done all the checks with the driver, but there's a chance that it could be done at the, the actual facility where it's packed.
but that's what I meant. Like, it's because all it takes is for either the delivery guy or the packer to basically just nick the goods, but to still like at least make sure they put a bit of time between themselves and it being discovered. Still,
I mean, they
pack
got
the
a full
big
refund.
bag with something else. Well, yeah, you would expect that because, but to be quite honest, Amazon customer services is like freaking.
They are surprisingly good.
Question: did they buy direct from Amazon? Who was the supplier?
It was an individual.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm surprised if they got the refund because I'm not too sure if Amazon.
I mean, if the Weetabix is in, date, just got free cereal.
Ooh.
Now,
Yay.
if you, Lorne, were Boris Johnson's neighbour, how would you piss him off without going over to his property? You have to do something to your property, but it would piss Boris Johnson off because you're his neighbour.
So I would find whatever wall I'm sharing with him. Like, I presume, is this a semi-detached house?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I would basically take the biggest surface that I've got that links to his property as well.
Yeah.
And I would start a like collage project. Like I would
Mhm.
basically start framing all of my favorite memes. And then just like nailing them all to the wall one at a time until every
Interesting.
single square inch of that wall is covered.
Yours is much more artistic than this. Because Boris Johnson's new neighbours brutally taunt him with EU flags in their garden.
Good, fuck him.
You just can't
Good.
escape.
I mean,
Good. I got nothing else. Good, fuck him.
Yeah.
I mean, it is yet to prove a good decision in any capacity. I want to say.
What?
Like, I'm sure somebody out there has got an idea as to why Brexit has been good for the UK.
Oh
but I'm
no!
pretty
No,
sure-
like
I'm
there's
pretty
been
sure that every
in the last
example
month
that
there's
I've
been
seen is
such a
terrible.
U-turn, and say like loads of people are like everyone's fucked up.
Yeah, no fucking shit. It's
Now-
almost as if we were saying this back in like when was even the vote done? Was it
2016.
16.
Yeah, it was
16.
16.
I
It
was
was
gonna
16
guess
because
18.
it was like a weird time. There was like the whole thing was like if you'd voted for like Tottenham or something to win, or whoever won. It's some like random football team that had never
Leicester.
won.
That would have been Leicester.
Leicester,
Well,
Trump to
I
win,
presume
and
so.
Brexit, and they said if you put this amount of money on, you'd be a millionaire. It was like a weird, like little amount.
Yeah.
But
Well, yeah.
we'll head over to America, where now, Mike, do you have an air fryer? Mike?
No.
No. Lone, do you have an air fryer?
Yes, by extension of a multi-cooker.
Okay, now, what do you do when you're not using it?
I switch it off.
Okay. But Lorne,
I mean,
what if it's spying on you? Because Ted Cruz proposes a law that would allow citizens to know if their air fryer is spying on them.
This guy is a fucking
Zodiac killer.
walnut.
He is.
Yeah, this just seems like a diversion tactic. It's like
Of course.
we as the government absolutely know we're spying on you with all of your other cameras and microphones.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. But
it's like
the
you-
Chinese manufactured your air fryer. Are you not worried about your air fryer? Oh my god,
The
let's
one-
put something in legislation
it's a
so you can
deflection
check in on your air fryer.
Of course. Like, the one weird thing that Americans do in this kind of, like, any kind of, like, Senate or something like that, they seem to have this, like, board, and they put up things that, like, their art department has done. And I'm just like, you're not got a projector.
No
Now-
art department has done that. That's Chat GP.
Yeah, no surprise.
Like there's no way that somebody actually sat there and got paid to make that.
Well, Lorne, we'll stick with America and Republicans. Now, what does one Republican think is causing... What do you think one Republican at an American military base believes is the cause that missiles will be fired?
It's a trick question. Republicans don't think.
That is true. But why
don't
do
know,
you
it's
think
probably
they assume that missiles will be fired? What is the cause of it?
I don't know, to stop the impending tide of like I don't know, just LGBT ruining American values.
You know what? You're closer than you might think, actually. Because
I-
Republicans are
I-
worried that drag queens will launch missiles.
Fuck's sake.
Apparently, there were people in drag at the military base, and they were like, they're gonna launch their missiles.
Yeah, fuck all these security measures that we put on our fucking military grade launchers.
Yeah, it's
now,
the drag
now,
queens.
Now the public know that all you need is a dress and then you can get through.
Exactly. This is how, like, you don't need those like keys in like movies to launch nukes. No. You need a dress.
My God.
Now,
But then again, it's like it's yet another just diversion tactic. It
of course
beggars
it's stupid.
belief that anyone can actually hold this opinion.
Oh,
then
Lorne, you
again,
should have
it's
seen.
like-
You should have seen one like Democrat a couple of like I think it was last week or the week before. Like all he did was like with the flick of a pen and like changing like a single number, he guaranteed that state now has to fund their school for 400 years.
No, yeah, I saw that. And it's like to be quite honest, the school funding is at least a good cause, but the
Yeah.
whole idea that somebody can just do that and then it just has to stick because your laws are that broken.
Oh yeah. Like when it's used for good, it's great. When it's used for evil, not good. So not so good. Now,
Just absolutely batshit.
Mike,
Yep.
how do you stop smokers in Hong Kong?
I don't know. Probably kill them.
With a
Jesus.
stare, because Hong Kongers are urged to stare at smokers in a disapproving way to help create a tobacco-free city.
Okay, so no.
I'm
But-
judging you with my disapproving stare.
But there are definitely groups of people where judging you would make them stop.
Yes.
I don't feel like this is going to have the effect they think.
I mean, I guess if you like creepily stare at someone who's smoking,
But you'll make them
Like,
leave. You
I
could
mean-
you could skew the stats by have no one smoking in front of you because they think you're a fucking weirdo.
I guess that's true.
But
Yeah,
this is-
you could.
Now this is just going to increase street crime
It's
because
very weird.
the amount of people who are going to take the hump from somebody looking at them and say,
Yeah.
well, what the fuck are you looking at? And then it's like, oh, naughty, naughty, smoky, smoky, and it's just like, all right, then somebody gets twatted.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know what their logic is. Even if they this weird disapproving stare, like, stops them, they can still smoke at home.
I mean, you're never going to be able to stop that until
Yeah.
you actually outlaw cigarettes. Then you
Yeah.
can't really.
I don't know what
enforce
their
that.
logic is. The next thing is another thing with smoking, but I will give you the option, okay, to look away. I've literally scrolled down so you can't see the image. Now,
No, show me.
no, I'm going to give people a warning. So, there is this man who has had poor oral hygiene and is a constant smoker.
I don't like
And-
skin things. I'm going to take the opportunity
know.
to not look at.
I know you do. That's why I literally scrolled down and I will
I
tell
am-
you when to look away, Mike.
I am leaving the room.
Okay. So, just so you know, the taste buds on your tongue are like hair.
Hmm.
So, he has a green, hairy tongue.
That's wild.
I know.
Fuck.
Now, I am going to give you 5 seconds to look away if you don't want to see it. If you do want to see it, I will show it, and then I will go away. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the hairy tongue. Lon,
Jeez. Okay.
it's horrendous. And
That
now
is wild. Oh, what the fuck? I was.
you can't keep admiring it. Mike needs to return now. Mike needs to leave. It is
What?
fucking
I was.
horrendous.
My curiosity took hold there. I was.
I will
dissecting
I
that
will
picture.
send you the article. It is fucking vile. I didn't even want to see it. But I'm the person who's got the news.
Rip lad.
Mike, you can come back and see if the tongue is gone. He's dead. Mike's dead now.
Did Mike accidentally look at the tongue?
Probably. Mike is gone now.
Oh no. Oh,
But-
silly Mike. You shouldn't have looked at the tongue, mate.
It was like the fucking Ark of the Covenant. Now,
Ark of
Lorne,
something.
you know that parrots can talk.
Yeah.
But how do they learn how to talk?
Yeah, I don't know. Just like anyone else learns, I suppose.
They
Just
mimic.
mimicking.
Exactly. Now, police search for a screaming woman, find it's just a loud parrot.
This has happened like in so many different contexts.
Oh yeah,
the
but
time.
the fact is, why would someone say, "Oh God, what have I done"?
To be fair, I've seen videos like this before
Why would you teach your parrot like, "Help, I'm being murdered"?
because it's funny, and actually, it's obviously not, but it's funny, right?
I mean, they could also catch it from TV.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, there's all it needs to do is to hear it. It doesn't.
I mean,
have to
look
be
at that
from
parrot
the
though. That parrot has
business.
clearly seen some shit.
Um,
That parrot
Yeah,
has
him.
witnessed murder. That parrot has seen death. Now, speaking of death and demons, can you... Right, okay, so this washed up and was found in Australia, this fish, okay? It is called the demon shark. How do you think it looks?
Oh God. I'm gonna say Cthulhu-y.
wait, hang on a minute. Is this not like? Wait, is maybe I'm thinking about a different story. I do know that recently somewhere like an unidentified mass washed up, and scientists couldn't identify like the species or anything.
Yeah,
like
not
They
that.
were just
Not that thing.
Is it not that?
No.
Okay, well I don't know then.
This is the demon shark. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's a demon.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not
they.
that bad.
It's a cat shark. More like, well, I get it's just literally a catfish. It doesn't look like a demon. Look at that.
Jet black though.
But I think literally
black,
they've just
yes
went,
and
oh, it's a
eyes.
demon shark. It's not that scary.
I mean, like it's the names don't necessarily correlate to scariness. Like, have you seen a goblin shark before?
No, goblin sharks are fucking horrific.
Yeah, like the protruding jaw.
Yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
frilled sharks as well. They're pretty gnarly, but they don't sound that frightening.
Now, these are devil sharks, but what are devil fish?
Don't know. Like, I think of piranhas. If you give me that.
That would be good. The piranhas do seem like devil fish, but no, it is grey whales. Were nicknamed devilfish for fighting back when harpooned by whalers.
Good. Good for them.
I mean, just so you know, that was their name, like from way back when, in the rigging sailing boat days. They were like, oh, that's weird. This giant fucking whale that I'm deciding to harpoon is attacking me. No shit!
I can't believe they've done this.
It's like, if I was attacked with a harpoon, I would fight back too.
Well, to be quite honest, you can understand it from way back when, because the reason why fish likely probably don't fight back is because they don't have the acumen to do so. But the fact of the matter is that whales are mammals and they're a lot smarter than your average fish.
Yeah, but because this has now been going on for like so many years, like this has been like a thing. Like even if they just see a ship, they are aggressive. But now, for some reason, they're letting humans pet them, and scientists have no fucking clue. Scientists have no idea. Like, do you think that, like, these whales are seeing what the orcas are doing and sinking ships, and they're just like, wow, guys.
Well, fuck it, let's have a crack.
They're just like, you can pet us because, like, your climate is fucked. Like, orcas are sinking your ships now. You need a break.
I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't know, because is it even possible for that kind of behavior to be then just ingrained in the genome?
Yes.
What, like just?
It's like how generations tell stories, Lon. It's like if I went, okay, if Mike was his own people. And, like, every time Mike came over a hill and it, like, took all the crops, okay? I would tell stories to you and my kids that any time you hear Mike come over the hill, hide your crops.
I know, but that's like, yeah, I know, but that's by word of mouth. That's knowledge sharing.
Yeah, this is by word of ooh.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. It's like it's this kind of it's behavioral. It's not passed down by just the genome, which means that all it takes is for one generation of whales to have lived a peaceful life, and then they've got no reason to tell their offspring to attack that boat.
Well,
like it's like because basically I don't know about other parts of the world, but I guarantee a lot of places have definitely reined in their whale harpooning.
Yes. Surprisingly, we don't light things by oil lamps anymore.
No, so it's like yeah, I can.
We just wear the oil instead.
That's true. That is very true. Just stop whale oil.
Exactly.
Now, Mike, birds. Now, can you tell me what a modern day bird builds their nest out of?
Hello Kitty pillows.
Okay. What do you think, Lon? What do you think a modern day bird builds their nest out of?
Now, I'm going to go on a bit of a tangent here. So,
okay.
I don't
Is the
know
tangent about birds?
Yeah. So, I don't know if anyone else's Reddit recommendations are just going off the frickin' rails. But for some reason, Reddit has decided to like constantly show me the popular updates to dumb dove nests.
Dumb
so basically,
dove nests.
Yeah, so dove by extension is basically pigeons. And it's just people taking pictures of stupid ass pigeons who keep nesting and laying eggs in the dumbest of places. Like it's like
what would you
literally just
define
like
as dumb?
oh well, probably is one of the worst ones I saw was that some guy found pigeon eggs in a abandoned bathroom and in the ceramic sink. Like in basically instead of twigs, it was just a collection of needles.
Okay, to be fair, that is actually not far off because the most better bird nest you've ever seen. Magpies are using anti-bird spikes to make their nest.
Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
That's yes.
Like
It's wild.
Oh, no, yeah, honestly, like maybe I'll link you this subreddit later, but like every 10th like post is, oh, the dumb nesters, it's on anti-nesting spikes, and I'm just like, haha.
Yeah,
Ooh,
quite literally. It's
what a
just like,
rave.
get the fuck away. Honestly, other birds need to do this just so cuckoos don't like randomly fly in and just lay their eggs there.
Mm. Well,
Oh,
I don't
goodness.
suppose the British pigeons have that problem, but
Now, why is a zoo telling you not to show your phone to a gorilla?
Because it's probably gonna take it.
That's
or
a good
get
guess.
scared of its own reflection and try and beat the shit out of you.
That's an interesting idea.
yeah, they don't like seeing themselves because they're not the smartest tool in the shed. So
Well,
Look at this fucking dickhead.
I'd say that
But,
we're
I-
not the smartest tool in the shed.
well, no, but no, if I had to hazard a guess, it's probably because the gorillas can get hooked on just shiny, flashy colors. Just
Yes,
like
you're
any other-
100% correct, Lon. They have the mind of like a teenager. So teen gorillas are obsessed with phones, prompting zoo to ban visitors from showing videos to them. They actively get sad when they don't see videos on phones because they get addicted to it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, it's fine for magic. Like people do magic tricks in front of gorillas. It's fine. They're just like, it's a one-off thing. It's like, oh, wow, magic. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like they're one of our closest cousins. I mean, their brain patterns are going to be similar to some extent. And also, you got to think about the life they lived up until that point, never having seen it before. It's going to be like the shiniest of new toys.
It's like an Amish person seeing a phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
An
to be
Amish
fair,
person
there is
into NPCs.
oh god, imagine that. Honestly, that's like when the Amish go on Rumspringa. When they're 18 and they go away for a bit and like see the outside world, and then they can choose whether or not they want to live in the outside world or go back to the community. Just show them that shit. They're just like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm good.
That's
What
wild.
is
What's
this
what's
gutton?
the retention rate?
Huh?
Sorry, what's the retention rate on the Amish after
I mean, they're still going, so it must be like reasonable. Like, because it's quite a tight knit group and like lots of like very close knit families. Like, if you think about it, they're going out on their own to like it's just an overflow of just all this information. Like, it must be wild. Because also, Lorne, if you do decide to go into this technological world, you are shunned from the community. You can't go back.
Well, yeah, because they literally think it's the devil.
Yes,
But I
can't
was
go
just
back.
thinking, like, what kind of connections do they have to actually set up this? Because the idea of just like, okay, we've never touched technology in our life. Yeah, go away for a year and just explore it. It's
Well,
like,
they
what the
still have
fuck do you do?
access to the currency of the retrospective country. So all they say is, here's currency, go out, explore.
That's madness. It's like,
Of course it is.
It's almost like me just like, well, think about our like university years. Like if we came to my year abroad and they were just like, yep, go on.
Off to Japan
Just
with
like-
you.
We're just like, like we're not got any kind of like partnerships or any scholarship programs, or do I have my accommodation booked? It's like,
Well, speaking of travel, Mike, how long do you think you could survive at sea?
Probably not long because I can't swim.
You're in a boat.
Then for as long as I still probably not long.
Okay. Lorne, how long do you think you could survive? Honestly.
I think I'm cheating here because I think I know the story coming up, but I don't know how long he was out there for.
But how long do you think you could survive?
Me? I don't know. I'd probably not last very long.
I'd probably last a couple of hours.
There's something about sinking my teeth into just a raw fish, or the necessity which doesn't quite. I don't know. It's hard to imagine a motivation when I'm not starving to death.
And that is very true. Well, this man, Mike, he's doing very well after 2 months adrift in the Pacific with his
I've
dog
seen this guy,
on
yeah.
a damaged boat.
Didn't he live off like raw fish and salt water?
Yes, he explained it as very smart survival moves. Like
Wasn't salt water.
No.
was,
He distilled it.
It was rainwater, at least the article that I saw.
Yes, it was rainwater. However, he did also distill. Like he essentially desalinized it with what's it? Condensation.
Yeah.
Evaporation and condensation.
Fair play.
Like, look at this dude though. Like, fair play to him. I'm glad he's all right. I'm glad the dog's all right as well.
Yeah, the dog done pretty well for itself, to be honest.
I love that the dog is just like, yep. He went from Mexico to French Polynesia. It was just like, well, I'm adrift.
Or did you just get swept up in the currents, or like?
The electric stopped working, leaving him completely adrift. It's like how that sub lost all of its shit and then couldn't move. And it was fucked because everything was all on one circuit.
I mean, no, that wasn't what happened with the sub. The sub freaking imploded.
It did implode. However, all of its systems were on one circuit. So if anything failed, it was dead. No one could find it.
That's like the least of the red flags to that submarine. Like maybe it's the freaking gaffer tape that was on all of the seams was the warning sign.
That is very true. Now, how hot is it in the UK?
Meh.
Not very.
In my flat, it's still fucking sweltering. Outside, less so.
How hot do you think it is in Texas?
About 40 degrees, I think.
I'd say it's hot enough to bake bread in a mailbox.
Oh, interesting. Weirdly specific, but okay.
Yeah, she was like, fuck it.
Oh, she's been working on this bit. Nobody has a brick letterbox. You've basically made a pizza oven.
Yeah, also like the thing is metal. It is old and rusty ass metal. You've essentially you've made a kiln.
My God. Yeah, it's like she's been preparing for this. She said, "This is my time."
I can now bake bread in the mailbox. You know, when the mailman comes by, he's going to get a nice surprise. Bread.
I bet that house is part of a housing association. Just looking at the picture we have.
Now, would you like to see an accommodation in London on Airbnb?
Oh God, it's gonna be a fucking shed.
It's a bathroom.
Studio.
No, that's horrendous.
Airbnb. It's just a bathroom with a bed in it. What do you think?
For one night, I'd be okay with it. Probably.
Well, we are doing a horror game after this, but thank you for the spooky. Just a jump scare audio played.
Oh, I was gonna say I did not.
No way, you can't hear it. It's just me.
Replied.
I know, but that was literally it. That was their room for the night. A bed and a toilet.
Mean, if it's one night, then the thing is though, if you're staying anywhere for one night, the only thing you care about really are do the locks work and am I warm enough to fall asleep?
I suppose so.
I've slept in some horrendous conditions, like through no fault of my own. Like be it like most of the time during like long distance commutes and stuff like that. But if that's an Airbnb and it has even the option to book like a 3-day plus stay, then they need to be brought to justice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Surely that. Well, no, it's London, isn't it?
We'll go over to Florida, and we'll go to a Japanese restaurant What do you think is the special ingredient in their soy sauce?
I mean, it better be salt.
Okay, okay. Now, obviously, Mike, this is weird news. So, what do you think's the special ingredient in their Florida Japanese restaurant?
Fuck's sake. I'm going to say
Ooh, I've got another guess.
snails.
Snails. Okay. Lon,
Is
do
it
you want
like-
Lon?
Gator tartar.
Oh no, you're thinking too light. The answer is meth.
Of course it is.
Yes, their soy
God
sauce
fucking
has
damn it.
tested positive for meth.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah, the entire batch of soy sauce is just full of meth.
wait, was it okay? So was this meth like in the storerooms? Was it basically just a disguised drug operation, or were they actually putting these bottles on the tables?
They
Like,
it
was
was
it-
it was literally in the soy sauce.
Yeah, I know, but like
It
was
wasn't
this
it wasn't a drug
discovered-
operation. It was literally they were serving it to people.
Was it a soy sauce that they were putting on the table to be like serve yourself, or was it soy sauce?
They
that
were
put
putting it
in-
on. They were putting it on the plate.
Yeah.
Just so you know, the business has closed its doors permanently.
I'm shocked.
I wonder
is
if it was the.
shocking.
I wonder if it was the meth.
It was probably the
know.
meth.
I think if there's any state you can bounce back from that, it's probably Florida.
That
Florida
is
man.
probably true. Now,
Shame.
if someone came into, let's say, a hair salon and you were getting your hair cut, Lon, and they said, "Get down, give me all your money," what would you do?
Wait, hang on a minute. So I'm in a hair salon.
Yep, you're getting your hair cut.
Yeah, somebody's came in, said, "Get down."
Get down, give
me
us your
all your
money.
Are they armed?
They have that thing like, you know, they put their hand in their coat as so it looks vaguely like a gun in their pocket, but they might not be armed. They might or they might be armed. They might or they might not.
I'd be like,
It's ambiguous.
I would be like, "Sorry, lads, I've only got card."
Okay, Mike, what would you do?
Probably give them it because fuck it.
Well, these people didn't give a fuck. Suspect
Yeah.
failed to rob a nail salon when staff and customers just ignored them.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's
They walked
because-
in and he was just like, give me your money. And they were just sitting there just like, nah. Like, come on. Come on,
Yeah, this is-
come on, guys. Please.
I mean, this is it. This is it. I mean, like, it is a dangerous game. Like, it's because the average
mean-
advice is literally just hand it over. It's not worth your life. But if they aren't visibly like armed, or even if they are armed, it's like 9 times out of 10 they really, really don't want to
Yeah.
actually hurt anyone because they want to still have a life after it.
Yeah, like, the fact that they were all just like, nah, just fuck this dude. They just completely ignored him. And he was just like, well, all right then. And he walked out. And the only thing he got away with was this woman in blue's phone because she had it in her hand. Just like, it's mine now. I love the dude behind, like, this dude behind the desk on the right, he was just on the phone taking clients. Like, he was taking, like, fucking appointments.
Imagine though. Imagine then, like, because apparently they've not caught this person because they've got a $2,000 reward for
Yeah,
his
They
arrest.
didn't catch him because
like-
no one fucking looked at him to see what he looks
Yeah,
like.
they didn't care.
I mean, well, he's on camera now, but can you imagine like the day he is actually arrested for that? It's like, how embarrassed are you during your
Attempted
mugshot?
robbery.
You're during your mugshot and you're just thinking back to what you did, what went wrong in your life to get to this point, and it's like, man, it's like everyone laughed at me.
I'd love it if you just went, it was all for a local play.
Yeah, it's method acting, dude. just
God.
getting into the bit.
Now, would you like to see the world's largest cruise ship?
Sure, why not?
Is it going to get stuck in the Nile again?
Or get sunk by an iceberg?
Yeah.
This is it. It is 5 times bigger than the Titanic.
I mean, that looks
Stupid.
like they could sell it. That looks like they could sell it for $15.99 in a Tomy box.
That is true. They really do. Yeah,
you
so
say
it
that,
has
though,
its own water park. It has pools. It has like 5 decks. It's ridiculous. Oh, sorry,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
20 decks high.
I'd like to amend my initial statement. It's going to be $129.99.
Yeah. How they managed to make the gold saucer into a ship? Yeah, it is. It really is. It's just the giant casino from Final Fantasy. Yeah.
I would love to be on this. I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. This looks like a really good time.
I'd love to be on it when it's docked in port. This thing looks so fucking top heavy. I would hate to be on it. Look, Lon, it's 250,000 tons.
Well, yeah, but that's not how, like, flotation works. Like, it doesn't matter how heavy it is.
I love that the onboard water park has a free fall slide with a hot stopping 66 degrees. It's only 66. Wait until you see Montezuma's Revenge.
Now, wasn't it not called Dead Man's Drop?
It was Dead Man's Drop, but like the place was called Montezuma's Revenge.
Oh, I just called it Montezuma's.
Anyway. Yeah, it has 40 bars and restaurants, a mini golf course, an ice rink. All right.
Oh,
55-foot indoor waterfall. It's designed for a younger crowd.
Do you know, this is good though. This is exactly what I need, because ever since like probably like what, even like 2 decades ago, I was thinking to myself, man, a cruise holiday sounds like a really good time. But at the time, it's like nobody ever took you seriously because the only people who went on cruises were like 65 and up. But you
So
see now,
do you want to go on this because it has an obstacle course, arcade, rock climbing wall, a zip line,
karaoke bar? Yeah, hell yeah! This sounds like an absolute whale of a time.
10 feet longer than the current record holder, can carry 7,600 passengers and 2,000 odd crew.
Honestly, this sounds fantastic. I'm like sold already on this.
The ship also has a 3-story townhouse, which is it's the largest cabin at sea. It has a house on it. Why is it? It has a fucking 3-story house on this boat.
That's dope, though.
I
like it.
The Pearl
Cafe. It's basically like instead of just like take Benidorm with you, just take the whole resort.
I don't know what this fucking weird pod thing is. Were normal chairs and tables not enough for this? Were there?
That does look quite cool.
It does, but were normal chairs and tables not enough? You know, take an idea out of the Pearl Cafe here.
I love this.
You're gonna go on this ship, are you?
I would love to. Like, does it mention how much it costs?
Oh god, I mean, it's describing itself as a floating city, and honestly, yes, I could see it being a floating. It is a floating city. This is like a cyberpunk building.
I love it.
Yeah.
I would be down for going on it if I see it in real life, though. And, like, I see just how tall it is, I may be a bit reserved to get on a ship that I feel could rock side to side and turn upside down.
I mean, no. I mean, like, the size of it as well. You got to imagine, like, the types of currents to be able to move this thing would have to be astronomical.
Well, speaking of massive structures, let's go to Las Vegas. Because there's this thing. Now, this thing is the Sphere, which we covered a while ago when it was being built. However, they've shown a sneak preview of it. The inside and the outside is all giant electronic LCD screens.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely insane.
To be quite honest, I've seen a lot of people playing with this. Like my favorite meme that I've seen about this place is that somebody used the LCD screens to like play a segment of Jigglypuff singing from the anime in Pokemon and said like "City that never sleeps." Bet.
It's
So
just
I like that.
absolutely cool. Like,
I mean, it is a phenomenal spectacle, but like you've got to just think to yourself how much sheer electricity
oh yeah,
is that thing
like
using.
I love the Earth one. The Earth one is great.
That is cool.
What do you think, Mike? Are you down for the sphere?
I mean, it certainly looks kind of cool.
I mean, it looks phenomenal, to be honest. Like it's
Like
really, really is though.
there's also screens on the inside, by the way. They're just showing they were showing giving a sneak peek to people and showing a preview of it, like what it's like on the outside. But on the interior, all of it is screens, so it can literally like show you just a fantasy landscape.
World's best flight simulator.
Yes. Yeah, but
Like, honestly,
that's it. The moon is so cool.
that is cool. It is honestly. I'm not trying to be bar hugbug about it, because like, but I know, but like just the balance in me is saying like, oh, but think of the electricity. But like, it is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as things advance, I mean, like, I suppose the problem is not like what we're building. It's basically how we're powering it. We basically
That is
just
very
need to
true.
we just need to
Nuclear
find out
reactors.
I mean, legitimately, I know it's a hot topic, but like nuclear, if it's handled correctly, you don't
Yeah.
like put your plants on like a fault line. It's
You know what?
it tends to
Yellowstone.
be okay.
Put it on Yellowstone. Be fine. Now, speaking of electricity, the Flash movie. Now, you can tell that this movie got delayed. It was clearly meant to come out at a different time because the Flash movie's train wreck reaches a new low because it's releasing NFTs.
Oh,
Bless
I've
'em.
seen this. Yeah.
And
Woo!
I thought, you know what? This is a terrible movie tie-in. It's clearly like years out of date. So I thought, let's look at some other movie tie-ins. Like the 50 Shades of Grey teddy bear.
What?
Would you like to see it?
What?
This is a thing. This was a thing, Mike. These are all movie tie-ins that are real.
Okay.
Here it is.
Well, that's not okay.
It looks very cuddly, to be fair. I don't like the handcuffs or the mask, but the fur and the eyes are very nice. So that's the 50 Shades of Grey teddy bear, Mike. Great movie tie-in.
Imagine rocking in. You're finally reaching like third base.
And
Hey,
this
babe,
is
got
on the
you a teddy bear.
Rock
this-
into the bedroom, and this is just
This
sitting
is on the pillow.
It's just like, ooh.
Or like if you decide to give this to your kids while you go and watch the movie. It's like, here you go. This is for you. We've got a movie to watch.
Do you reckon that the eye holes on the mask line up to the bear's eyes?
I fucking
Almost
hope not, but
certainly.
They definitely do.
Almost certainly. But what could be next? Ah, the James Bond popsicle. Interesting. Now, how do you
It's
think?
either,
What
it's
do you
gonna
think
be a
that could
gun.
be?
It's going to be a gun.
A gun. Okay,
Yes.
gun. That's an interesting one. Lon, what do you think it's going to be?
I mean, it better not be a gun, because then it just looks like you're going to blow your own brains out every single time you take a
Or
little
what do
suckle.
you think it is?
I was gonna go a bit more abstract and say it's like just a ice cream version of like a typical James Bond pose where he's holding the pistol up.
That
Like,
would be good.
into the side.
But no, it's the typical pose of Daniel Craig coming out of the water.
What the fuck?
You can't mass produce this with this quality.
There was only a few. Yes, you are correct.
Yes. I was gonna
Yes,
say,
so
it's
there's the Daniel Craig ice lolly.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say, if the Sonic ice cream has proven anything to me, it's that you cannot mass produce this level of detail in a meltable snack.
Like, it had better be the greatest flavor.
Looks cherry.
Now, this one I couldn't find an image for. Well, I did, but it didn't look very good. It was just the Avengers signature scent collection. So you could smell like Hulk, such fragrances as Hulk Smash.
You gotta show us the notes.
Uh,
Oh, you missed out that the frickin' popsicle was called License to Chill.
What?
And it was offered in flavors of blueberry, pomegranates, and cranberry. And it
And
was under
100
100 calories.
That's
on.
good. That's good.
also, it was made by Del Monte as well. Del Monte makes some good shit.
Yeah, it was on the stick. Saw the brand.
Now, what do you think this will be?
Oh,
The Star
God.
Wars Jar Jar Binks sucker.
It's just gonna be his face.
Okay.
Is it
What do you think, Lon?
gonna be like something like it's gonna be like one of those bathroom soap holders that sticks to your bathroom tiles?
Interesting.
And
Okay.
it's like in the shape of like Jar Jar's face.
Well, I think
just-
Mike is closer because it's this.
Oh my fucking God.
It's a lolly. Well, the tongue is the lolly.
That is the fuck. That's
So
the, can
you
I
have to literally.
Okay, we've managed to get this far. Can I have the picture of the puppy, please?
Yes, you can. Do you not want to tongue Jar Jar Binks to get the lolly?
You gotta suckle on.
You gotta
Jar
suck
Jar's-
his tongue.
Oh. Yeah, right in there like the French.
There you go.
Oh.
This is the puppy that Mike gets because weird news is sometimes scary.
Because apparently all we do on this channel is fuck me over.
Yes, not always.
I'm surprised that it was Jar Jar's tongue that broke the back, to be honest.
What you mean this one?
I really, really, really toyed with it about like three news articles in, but I was like, no. I've got to save this.
So yes, have you ever dreamed of making out with the most loved creation in Star Wars? Well, Nightmare
No.
Lollipop.
God's sake.
Watchmen condoms.
Watchmen is in the film.
Yep,
I'm
quite literally.
I'm presuming they're condoms.
Yep,
Yep.
just condoms.
Oh, yeah.
Wear society's only protection.
I mean, that's cute.
What about Star Trek coffins?
I imagine they are coffins.
Just so you know, yes, they are.
And they're
Pretty
all
fucking
red.
cool
No,
coffins.
They're all red.
I'm a little disappointed with that because it could have been the Borg regeneration chambers.
It's still cool though. I kind of like it.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
also-
think I've
it
seen.
also-
I haven't seen Star Trek. I mean, I've only seen the movies, so I don't know enough about it. But it looks cool.
I mean, it's the red shirt because they're all going to die.
Oh my god.
That's what I said. They're all red.
Now, James Bond ties from KFC.
I mean, I don't know, really. I'm trying to think of like a pun. I could do.
Something about some license to finger licking good.
Da 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 da. I'm eating chicken.
It's McDonald's.
I know. I know. These are them. They were in the time of fucking Timothy Dalton,
What the?
the actor who had 2 movies as James Bond.
Hmm.
Is that something you're just like legally obliged to know?
What, Timothy Dalton?
Just in how many of them?
He does.
No,
just
I
didn't do all of them,
I
did he?
literally just know James Bond. It's like the only James Bond who only had 1 movie was George Lazenby.
And George Lazenby didn't make the cut for a cut feature of GoldenEye on the N64
Yeah,
because there was meant to be a mode where it was like
all the Bonds.
all the Bonds, but there was only 4 of them, and Lazenby.
Yeah, George.
got-
I mean, George Lazenby. There's a reason he only had 1 movie. Let's just say. Now this. Obviously, we had Jar Jar. Let's go back to the original movies. How about the Star Wars Tauntaun sleeping bag?
Okay, that I can. That's actually probably going to look really cool, but it's still going to look like dead flesh.
Here it is.
I don't know. A lot
No,
about-
that's no. I want the puppy back.
Well, you can't. You can't. Mike.
No,
You can't have the puppy. I've literally deleted the puppy. I said you only get it once.
no. I
You
should
only
have
get your
cheated
puppy
and-
once.
I should have cheated and screenshotted it.
So yeah, you can zip yourself up and then put the Tauntaun head on top of your head, if you want to.
I'm not okay with that.
What you do on the Tauntaun sleeping bag?
No, because it just looks like a really weird horse.
Yeah, it doesn't
Is
look
this
very
not
good.
the thing that like?
It's the thing that Luke
is it
slept in on
Luke-
Hoth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he
It's the
just
thing they
guts
cut
it.
open, and then like Han's like, I thought they smelled bad on the outside,
To-
and they're sleeping in the guts of this thing. Yes, because why not have this as a movie tie-in? Ah, yes, of course. Mike's favorite author.
Fuck J.K. Rowling.
Would you like to ride on Harry Potter's vibrating broomstick?
Nice phrasing. I like it. Yeah.
Here it is.
Do you know
also,
what? It's like-
you can also push the
it-
button for magical swoosh sounds.
To be quite honest, it's like there is an alternate universe where Harry Potter just doesn't exist, and there is an actual dildo called the Nimbus 2000. Like, it just sounds like a picture example of a.
No, you're right. It really does. Yeah, they were in shops. Like they were tying for the first movie. They were just like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
the fucking broomstick vibrates. It's like, what? Ah, yes. Well, you can see it here. This is the only one with an image. This is do you know what the Lorax is?
I know, like I remember the trailers and stuff. I can picture the little guy, but like I never watched the movie.
So
Is he like he's a forest spirit or something? Right?
Kind of, yeah. He is the Lorax. He speaks for the trees, essentially. So, like, the idea is he's like he hates pollutants. Like he's literally like Captain Planet, but Dr. Seuss.
Okay.
And for some reason, they were like, "Yep, let's have a tie-in with a car."
Well, it makes sense if it's electric or hybrid, right?
Nope, gas guzzling.
Well, it's an actual like.
Yeah. This is weird news, Lon.
All right, fair enough. Okay, that does not make as much sense.
Of course not. What about the Freddy Fright Squirter? What do you think that's from?
Oh Jesus Christ! Is that gonna be Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, far older. 80s slasher.
Okay.
Oh, it's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes, it's Freddy Krueger. Now, what do you think the squirter part is?
Is it the something to do with blood? I guess maybe.
That would be a good guess. That would honestly be a good guess, and honestly a far better product.
Jam squeezer.
Would also be a far better product. Here it is.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah.
Water gun.
Yep, you put your hand inside his head and squeeze, and it sprays water. It's like, what's your super soaker? This. This is my super soaker.
I love it.
Wunderbar.
God. And finally, Sherlock Holmes taquitos.
What's a taquito? Yeah.
Well, it's a taco variant. It's these.
Is that to like look like? Is it because it looks like
Cigar?
cigars? Did he smoke cigars in that movie?
He smoked a pipe.
We tried. Look, we fucking tried, man.
Fair enough. Yeah, I tried to bridge the gap, but
Yep,
some
literally,
person-
it makes no sense. They're just like, hey,
He tried.
Warner.
The only I had a minute. Okay, so I found it. The benefit of the doubt here is that that's an actual cinema, and that's a cinema snack food, and basically, it's just the biggest movie at the time gets put on that as an advertisement. Surely that's got to be what's happening here.
No, 7-Eleven secured the rights to promote their wares in conjunction with the 2009 crime adventure.
That was probably just one of those weird, convenient mashups of things.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, definitely. But yes, that is the end of weird news.
Wow.
I know.
Wow. So,
Another weird banana thing down.
literally banana thing. I
Indeed.
think. No, that was beforehand. Don't worry, my brain is molded together.
Well, Mike, are you ready for some spookums?
I would be,
But
I'm gonna bail.
okay, we'll leave it there then.
However,
But Mike, do you want to play Destiny for fun off stream?
what's fun?
Well, there's a new event in Destiny, you see.
There is. It's the solstice thing. It's the same thing we've done for the last 6 years.
I've not done it.
Well, then we will get together at some point and have a go at some. But tonight
Right.
is not that night.
Well, should you wish, we will be streaming tomorrow. We'll
We
be
will
streaming
be.
some Dragon Age Inquisition or other.
Indeed. I do have Dragon Age Inquisition ready.
Indeed. But I'm just saying that as a hypothetical or other.
Yep.
And Lone, if you want to watch Lone stream, you can watch it over at Salt Cannon 5K. They stream
You can.
Pokemon.
I do.
We
I should
stream
also have a
Pokemon.
stream. Should also stream other things as well.
I mean, honestly, join us on Tuesdays. Me and Ethan are doing Pokemon Infinite. It's fun as fuck.
It's on my radar, but I'm
You
probably
can,
going to be.
you can judge Ethan's choices.
I've got only up installed now.
Oh my god, I literally have that game, and I'm going to probably throw Ethan into it.
Why
I
play
can't do
yourself,
platformers. I did
That's
fucking.
that's exactly why you
Look.
need to do it.
I did Bennett Foddy's game
So
when you were playing Bennett Foddy, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I've done it. I don't want to
So
do
do
another
this
game
one.
like this.
do this one,
Nah,
coward.
nah.
Coward.
But yes, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you Lorne and Mike for joining me, and we shall catch you later. Goodbye.
Always.
Peace.